Crooked conservators, greedy relatives, unscrupulous caregivers. The golden years aren't always so golden for many of America's seniors.
They were entitled to take everything that belongs to me. My money, my bank accounts, my life insurance, my annuity, my investments.
Attorney Lee Drizin, a passionate advocate who teaches seniors how to protect themselves from financial exploitation. What are the 5 red flags that elderly have to be careful to watch for?
One of the things we look for is changes in behavior, changes in grooming habits, changes in mood. Someone who has a new friend, and this person comes onto the scene, and anytime you see the senior with this new friend, they're very quiet. They're almost afraid to talk. That's another flag that tips us off about potential exploitation. We have situations with family members or caregivers who almost are too interested in the person's finances. Another one of the flags, which is someone who all of a sudden they're changing their estate plan. One of the other things we'll look for is seniors who all of a sudden have credit cards, who never may have had a credit card before, and now suddenly we see new credit cards.
Who are the most likely exploiters?
The scary part is that historically we know that 90% of the exploiters are people that we know. It's friends, it's family, it is people who the senior knows.
Identify the key steps that a person should take to prevent possible exploitation. I know that's a difficult question.
It really is, but I think that there's some real common sense things that someone can recognize that they can help themselves. Number one, don't be afraid to ask questions. We see in so many of these exploitation cases where someone preys upon a senior by trying to mislead them. And the senior knows it doesn't make sense, but they're afraid to ask questions. If it doesn't make sense to you, keep asking questions. So that's one of the most important things. Number two, don't be afraid to go to other people. Use the resources you have available to you. If you have an attorney, go meet with that attorney. If you've got a financial planner, don't be afraid to talk to him or her. Talk to neighbors, talk to family members, investigate. If you get a phone call from someone saying it's the Clark County Fire Department or the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Association, okay, ask them to send you material.
What is your role in dealing with vulnerable elderly people?
One, I have seniors who I represent where I do their estate plans, and so I'm their resource that hopefully if they feel that there's a potential problem, they will contact me. I'm a resource for families. We will oftentimes get contacted. Someone lives out of state, they'll call me up and say, hey Lee, my mother, my grandmother is living here in Las Vegas, and we are concerned she's taken advantage of. Can you assist us? I also do a lot of education. I am a firm believer that knowledge is power.
I understand that you'll be a guest speaker over at Sun City Anthem, the Lifelong Learning Club. Do you know which date that is that you will be going to the Lifelong Learning Club?
We're going to be out there March 18th. It's a Tuesday at 10 a.m. and going to cover a whole variety of subjects, the kinds of things that people should look for to determine if a friend or neighbor or loved one is being exploited, things that, resources that are out there to assist with these kinds of issues.
This will be an opportunity for Anthem residents to come to the club and learn more in depth what you are trying to educate in the area of elder abuse. Senior exploitation is not a joke. It is important that every senior educate him or herself in order to set in protective measures so that they do not fall victim to the predators that are out there. This is Helen Lieblein, SCA TV, Anthem Alive.